You're all very welcome. I'm delighted that the Slido poll has gone down because I had a vision of us all competing with where things were at. Too slow, too fast, I don't know, but they will all appear later. So this is the sixth annual Circular Economy Conference. Delighted to welcome you all here today and really look forward to active contributions, audience contributions throughout the day as well, because it's meant to be a two-way conversation, so let's make sure that happens during the day. And really the conference itself provides a platform to discuss key policy and regulatory areas, as well as implementation, and of course implementation is key, ultimately as we continue this transition to a circular economy. As David said, we're absolutely delighted that Minister Alan Dillon could come to us and speak to us today. Minister Dillon, of course, has special responsibility for the circular economy. And we look forward to hearing from the Minister on the publication of the consultation on the second iteration of the whole of government circular economy strategy, which his department has developed and has been launched today. And I think input into that consultation will be really important again from everybody here today. Like previous events, this year's conference brings together international, national and local voices to discuss the circular economy. We're delighted to welcome back the European Commission to our event and look forward to hearing about the upcoming Circular Economy Act, which is a key deliverable in Europe this term. Our agenda this year has focused on bringing the voice of industry and enterprise into the room. A circular economy is central to future competitiveness and productivity. Today we're going to hear from producers, retailers and national organisations, alongside policymakers from Ireland and Northern Ireland, and you are all very welcome. There's a huge amount that we can share and learn from each other. And getting on to the topic then of today, Ireland's predominantly linear economy uses significant raw materials, producing very valuable products, but also lots of waste. If we're serious about moving to an economy which values resources and materials, we need to recognise the environmental and the societal impact of this linear economy, the scale of the waste that's produced in this country, and realise that a coordinated system of change is required. Many of you may have heard on the radio this morning that today we in the EPA released the latest data for key waste streams, municipal, packaging and construction waste. That data paints a stark picture. Ireland's waste generation across many waste streams is far too high. We're a highly waste-intensive country, and if we don't take decisive action, we are walking ourselves into a crisis. Our recycling data shows that we are almost certain to miss mandatory recycling targets for municipal and packaging waste. And these aren't just targets for their own sake. And sometimes I think we over-talk about targets. The targets are in place to ensure that we get the best use of our resources, that we allow for multiple uses of materials, and ultimately we protect our environment. We need to recycle an additional 400,000 more tonnes of waste each year. And to put this into perspective, in 2010 we recycled around 1 million tonnes of waste. In 2023 we recycled 1.3 million tonnes. That's 13 years later. We only recycled an additional 300,000 tonnes more material. So it really is stagnating. And here we're saying now we need to add another 400,000 tonnes onto that. So it is a very significant challenge that we need to address. And in order to address it, we need to invest in waste and circular economy infrastructure to further improve national collection systems and expand national treatment capacity. Critically, in Ireland, we are exporting over 1.2 million tonnes of municipal waste. That is 45% of our municipal waste is going to other countries to be treated. This is our ordinary household and commercial waste. It's not special waste. It is things that go out in the bins of our households, but also in our businesses. We are reliant on other countries to treat this type of domestic waste, which is completely unsustainable in a first world country. We cannot continue to ignore the risk to our economy that this is posing, as well as I said, the completely unsustainable nature of relying on other countries to treat our waste. Closing the gap, this target gap, means reducing waste generation at source, of course, as well, implementing policies and incentives, such as realising the opportunities to reduce packaging through better design and to develop more reusable products in business supply chains. And there's a huge opportunity in this. There's huge opportunities for new businesses, new business ideas. Looking to the areas of where most waste generation is happening. And at present, construction is still the most wasteful sector, with 9 million tonnes of construction waste generated in 2023 alone. It is the largest waste stream in the country. We are all aware of the need for more housing, more transport, more energy infrastructure. And there are significant plans in place to invest in our national infrastructure. It is vital that we deliver this sustainably by maximising the use of recycled products and secondary materials and minimising waste production on site. Future infrastructure plans should not continue to come with a waste premium. Therefore, development plans and company plans should incorporate circularity and waste management as part of the delivery of infrastructure in Ireland. Today, we welcome at the conference national and international producer organisations and retailers who are central to how electronic waste, plastic and textile products are produced, reused and recirculated at the end of life. Data published by the EPA highlights the scale of the challenge for these priority materials. We continue to produce high volumes of plastic packaging waste in Ireland each year, and our current plastic packaging recycling rate is only 30%. That means that over 2/3 of this material that could be recycled is wasted. It's a similar situation for waste textiles, with an estimated 160,000 tonnes discarded each year in Ireland. And collection rates of electronic waste is dropping in the face of growing consumption of electronic products. So effectively in Ireland, we are going backwards. And our producers, our retailers need to do more. Products need to be designed to be more durable, more repairable and more recyclable. Leaner production cycles with reduced waste outputs must be the norm, so must business customer take-back schemes. There are real opportunities for remanufacturing to grow as a sector in Ireland and support the reconditioning and refurbishment of products. Many of our electronic waste materials contain critical raw materials. These are highly valuable and scarce materials which are needed to manufacture new products. So it is, again, such an opportunity in this area to find ways of extracting those critical raw materials. Now is the time to invest and support Irish businesses to develop innovative techniques to extract the materials. Investing now in the economic and system changes needed will be good for business, will be good for users, will be good for our future economy, and ultimately good for our environment. Our policymakers and producers have a hugely significant role to bring forward this change. For those of you who've attended previous EPA Circular Economy conferences, we know that each year we feature local circular solutions. These businesses and organisations are from our communities and are at the coalface of enabling a circular economy. They are the foundation of a circular economy and should be valued and supported. This year, we're delighted to have An Post, the Rediscovery Centre and the Bohemian Football Club presenting their work and joining the growing network of organisations who featured at our conferences. We're delighted to have some of those organisations as well that have presented previously to be exhibiting as part of our circular marketplace. And these are joined also by a selection of public organisation exhibitors. So Please go talk to them, to have a chat. You'll always learn something by engaging over coffee break, lunch break, etc. So in conclusion, the EPA has a wide range of statutory responsibilities to support and enable a more circular economy in Ireland. We will continue to play our part and evolve our programme to focus on delivering impactful work at scale. We collectively own the challenge of building a more circular and resilient economy, and we'll continue to collaborate productively with government, with local authorities, with industry and with the public. Today's conference affords a great opportunity to discuss how Ireland continues to progress a circular economy. I'm sure that you're going to find the presentations today interesting, informative and hopefully provocative as well. And I encourage you all to join in the discussions with our speakers as they share their insights and expertise. So thank you very much, and I'm going to hand back to David now.